We would like to welcome you on behalf of the entire CUTRIC Consortium to our second Biennial Technology Innovation Forum, which, as you can tell, is focused on low-carbon smart mobility.
Our government is really committed to renewing our city's infrastructure. By 2025, we will only fund for our transportation societies fully electric buses. And the development of these innovative products, which you are at the heart of, will ensure that sustainable mobility contributes to Quebec's prosperity.
Mobility is part of democracy. If people don't have free access to transportation and to be able to get to work on time and to be able to get to necessary services, it undermines the pillars of democracy. So I put to you that each one of you here today is part of a global movement for sustainable mobility.
We are engaged in the greatest mobility revolution since the introduction of the automobile, and how we respond and anticipate change will determine our industry's success for decades to come. So while we do have some work to do to help our customers develop innovative solutions to their e-mobility needs, the future of electrification for heavy-duty transit buses is definitely a bright one.
Our streetcars are already electric, the subways are already electric, so the last portion of our service fleet is bus. And we're looking to go zero emissions on that. CUTRIC, in addition to providing the forum, though, provides services like the modeling that we're taking advantage of, and that really allows us to know, as best you possibly can, how this new technology will perform in our network.
It's a single driver, battery electric car designed for efficiency, to use the least amount of energy to travel the most distance.
We ended up with 103.64 kilometers per kilowatt hour. That was our final result. So in Manitoba hydro rates are about 8.2 cents per kilowatt hour. So basically to go 100 kilometers costs about 8 cents worth of electricity.
We're in the process of talking with CUTRIC and identifying potential routes that we could utilize or we could implement some smart shuttles or autonomous or semi-autonomous vehicles within our community.
What we're experiencing at Proterra is bus replacement. So they're replacing their retiring vehicles with battery electric buses. Prices are nearing parity with diesel electric hybrid. And we've now seen penetration in excess of 10% of the market.
It's really great to see all those people that came from across Canada, to be here to talk about mobility, about all the new development that we're having. At NovaBus we have our electric bus, battery electric bus, but it's also very good to hear about hydrogen and to hear about all the other projects that are ongoing. And with CUTRIC, that is overseeing all those projects, it's really great.
So it's incredibly valuable, especially early on in the life of new technologies, to share with the industry your learnings and to learn from others, obviously.
Now that we've grown to a state where all the processes are in place, what we're proposing to do is move about $4 million of that money in the next 10 months. So that means I need to get $4 million out the door in R&D projects between industry and academia, because there's a political ethos here. Although we technically have just over 2 years to actually move that money, we're trying to move it in the next 18 months, specifically allied to zero emissions vehicle innovation, by which we comprehend anything that drives vehicles to lower emissions.